Hi little kittens, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. I am so excited for today's video because truth be told, I'm starving. In today's video, we're bringing back Cooking with Dee. It's been way too long since I filmed a cooking video and I miss it. And here's my new kitchen that I live in. Say hi. I thought it would be super fun to just film a whole ass meal. So I'm gonna be cooking dinner, but I'm also gonna be cooking dessert because I can't function without a good sweet treat. She's domesticated, who would have thought? But first, most importantly, it's Friday. Also, it is past 5 o'clock, but if it's not 5 o'clock where you are, it's 5 o'clock here. I'm gonna start off by making a little beverage because why not? We got a Ninja Creamy, and honestly, it's one of my favorite devices ever made. You can make so many different things with it, like sorbets, ice creams, other things I just haven't explored. So here's my frozen watermelon, and all I'm gonna do is just add some vodka. So I am a vodka girly, just can't really handle anything else. Sometimes Crown if I'm feeling sweet. Other than that, just can't do anything else. But we just picked up some new vodka. This is called Tower Vodka, and it's local to Texas, and since I'm a Texas girly, why not represent? First of all, look at how cute my shot glass is. It's Betty Boop. I was Betty Boop for Halloween like 2 years ago, and it was my favorite costume I've ever done. So you guessed it, we will be using 2 shots of vodka for our watermelon sorbet. That's a lot of vodka. I feel like this shot glass is a little bit more than the traditional shot size, but who cares? So now I'm just gonna put her in the creamy carton and watch her go. I'm gonna put her on sorbet. Look at that. Wow. Oh, I honestly couldn't have asked for a better consistency. It's kind of like the Costco smoothies. Have you guys ever had those? They actually are incredible. I love Costco. We went there last week and I got a hot dog there. And then on the way out, I was just enjoying my hot dog and the man at the door gave me a shout out. He was like, "You enjoy that hot dog, little lady." And I said, "I sure am." Hold on, I'm not done yet. One second.
What is it?
Vodka watermelon Slurpees.
That's so good.
There's definitely vodka in this. That's all I'll say about that. Cheers! So, for today's meal, we're gonna be making chicken and rice. Groundbreaking. But I talked about in a couple videos back how I've been on a fitness, wellness, health journey. I say that as I drink an alcoholic beverage, but it's all about balance. I've never really been a super healthy meal for every meal type of person. And since being on this journey, I now realize it's true what they say. Diet really is like 80% of the cause. So I am going to be making a healthy meal, but one that's still delicious. Okay team, so first things first, I will be chopping up this little baby onion. So I'm gonna be mixing this with mushrooms. Let's just attack the onion first. You're not crying, I'm crying. Gonna hold this right here. And then you just go nipples up, just down the middle. And then you rip off the skin. I personally am an onion king. Ever since I was little, my family just always had onions cooking about. And I didn't realize it until I went to school one day and someone was like, "You smell like onions." I always forget when I'm cutting anything that you're supposed to just clench it like a paw and not have your full hands out. I am always resistant to do that because I'm used to having nails. I don't have them right now. These are my natural nails. Kind of shocking as a nail biter. I have some really devastating news to share. You may or may not have seen my dog Daisy. She recently went to doggy heaven. If you have a pet at home, stop what you're doing right now, go caress them and give them a kiss, because she lived a very great and long life, for sure, no doubt. Just can't believe she's gone. She has been by my side through so many things you wouldn't even believe. And I actually am really thankful because I got to go visit her not too long ago. So I kind of knew that that would be my last time seeing her. So I did get to say my goodbyes, but nothing can prepare you for that. She was just such a good dog. She was so old and literally not herself. And like, I could tell she was just ready. We got her when I was in middle school. I want to say 7th grade, so I was probably 13 or 14, and she passed this year, and I'm now 31. Could you imagine all the things she's seen? Actually an emotional support animal, for real. So love you, Daisy. Just so sad. Here's the shrooms. Before I get into that, cheers to Daisy. Fun fact about mushrooms, I recently tried mushroom chocolate and it was so much fun. I took a little snippet of them for my friend Jasmine's birthday party. We went and we did karaoke and I had the time of my life. I just felt so carefree. So I have been preheating the oven just for time's sake. But what I'm gonna do is add the mushrooms and onions to the heat. It smells so good. The onions and the mushrooms are twirling and whirling on the stove right now. We're just gonna leave them be. Next up is the chicken. I was at H-E-B the other day, just perusing, and I talked about the Hatch Chili Bacon that's limited edition, and it's actually nutty, crazy, insane. The best bacon I've ever had. While I was there, they had a huge display of limited edition Hatch Chili items, and you wouldn't believe what I found. Hatch Chili chicken breast. Are you kidding? What's nice is it's already marinated, but just gonna add a few little extras because why not? Here she is in all her glory. Just transferring my meats. I hope that this Hatch Chili flavor is as good as the bacon. To be honest, I don't have high expectations. Not to discount H-E-B, it's just like bacon is so different than chicken breast, you know? Really quickly, because lime is one of my favorite flavors. I love lime. I'll add it to anything, no matter what the occasion. I'm just gonna sprinkle some lime juice over these girls. I'm also gonna add some minced garlic into the bowl. And I'm also gonna add minced garlic into what's on the stove already. That seems good, why not? For chicken breast, what I like to do is I like to put it on the stove for 3 to 4 minutes, and then I transfer it into the oven so that I can make sure that it's just nice and cooked. Salmonella free. Just gonna leave her on the stove for 4 minutes and then flip. So while the chicken breast is just doing her thing on the stove, I'm gonna be making cucumbers. Obviously, if you have a TikTok account and you don't live under a rock, you know Logan, the kimchi guy, his biggest thing right now is just needing to have a whole cucumber, and he just dresses it up in different ways. I have loved that series so much. Always been a cucumber girly. We have this little handy dandy slicer. The stove is ready. So pause. Do you hear that sizzle? So the stove is at 300 degrees right now. Just gonna let her live for like 10 minutes and then I'll check back up on her. Let me set a timer. Back to my cucumber nonsense. With this, so cool. All you have to do, you just put it down. Make sure you lock it, and then watch. She doesn't move. Are you kidding? How cool is that? Because I just don't want plain cucumbers at the moment, I'm gonna zhuzh them up a little bit. Soy sauce, mirin, sesame oil, my personal favorite, chili oil with the crispies inside. So good. And just Pour into your heart's desire, I say. And then stir. Nice and crispy, my favorite. Sage green. I know you know. So we have our chicken ready. We have some pre-made rice. We just made this in the rice cooker and dashed a little bit of turmeric in it. We are a turmeric positive household. Love turmeric. And then now we're gonna add some cucumbers. Honestly, when it comes to like the veggies, I don't really care about measuring. I get that there's different ingredients in this, but at the same time, it's a veggie, chill out. So here are the onions and mushrooms. They're a little bit crispy, crispier than expected, but that's okay.
Alright, let's see what's up in there.
Yeah, let's see.
Hey, baby.
I feel like the chili oil makes all the difference. Yeah, kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
I know, I wish that. It is time for dessert. I found a protein brownie recipe on TikTok with like 5 million views, so it's gotta be good. First step is smashing up these nanners right here. I feel like these are the perfect ripeness. They're not too overdone, but they're not fresh. I don't like the taste of super fresh bananas. All I'm gonna do is just mash them with a fork. I'm just mashing away until it gets to that like wet consistency because that will be our base. And I feel like this is exactly where we need to be right now. So just gonna transfer the mush into a bowl, a big bowl because we're gonna have to whisk. Time for cocoa powder. So you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder into the banana. I had a big misconception when it came to cocoa powder. For whatever reason, I thought it was automatically sweet. I learned the hard way that it is not. So 1, 2. Ugh! This is the protein powder we use. I think we got it at Costco, and it's chocolate flavored. We're gonna add 2 big juicy scoops of that. Actually top tier delicious. So you just whisk until it kind of looks like chocolate pudding, like that. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. I'm using healthy peanut butter. I just don't have the willpower when it comes to regular peanut butter. Reese's peanut butter cups are my favorite candy. And just if I'm left alone with a jar of peanut butter, you don't want to know what could happen. I'm using this peanut butter substitute, but honestly, it tastes exactly like peanut butter, just not as creamy. I pre-made it already, so I'm just gonna throw it in. Next is baking powder. We're just gonna add 2 teaspoons of this, and now we mix again. Okay, so that's well combined. And we're basically done. Last step is adding chocolate chips. So for this, I don't really have an exact measurement. I would just say throw it into your heart's desire. This is the Lily's semi-sweet chocolate chips. As I am mixing this, just really quickly gonna preheat the oven to 355. So I don't have enough batter to fill it all the way to the top, but who cares? I'm just gonna sprinkle some more chocolate chips on the top. And then once the oven is ready to go, just gonna place her in there for 20 minutes. The timer just went off. You know what that means. Oh my gosh. This actually looks incredible. It is now time for the grand reveal. Look how good she popped up and crisped up. smells like a brownie. It's a little more like chocolate bread. Honestly, it's really good, but it's like chocolate banana bread, which I'm not complaining about. Come try some. It kind of reminds me of the Costco muffins, but banana-y.
It tastes exactly like the Costco chocolate muffin.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
It's so good.
That brings us to the end of our dinner. I hope you had so much fun with me. Time for me to get ready for bed. Love you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye!